Hello, my name is Samit Patel, and today we're going to be talking about how you can successfully launch a crowdfunding campaign bootstrapped. I run an agency that works with so many different clients. We also get so many inquiries on a day-to-day basis. The number one question is how can you launch a successful crowdfunding campaign in the quickest time and with the most zero amount spent? And the answer to that is most of the time you can't. But the actual answer to that, in fact, is it's dependent on one, how much you want to raise, and two, how much time you have. So if your goal is above $10,000, then I'd say it's near enough impossible to do it. That's not to say you can't do it. If you're going to raise above 10,000, then it's going to come down to a lot of luck. And maybe you've got some great friends and family or already an existing community that's going to help you get over that. But in most cases, campaigns that are looking to raise over 10,000 are going to need to spend a little bit of money. It's very difficult to launch a successful crowdfunding campaign with zero money. So the rule of thumb is for every $1 you spend, you're going to get $3 back. So if you're looking to raise an amount, I would reverse engineer that number. The amount that you're going to raise also goes up exponentially. So by that I mean for every 100,000, your return is going to become more and more because you're going to be reaching out a pool of audience that's going to keep growing as you spend more money. So if you spend $20,000, for example, in the pre-launch campaign, and this helps you get to 100,000, then you'd go on and spend another 20,000. This may give you 250,000 back, and if you spend another 20,000, this is going to get you to $500,000. So you can see every time you're growing. So initially you might have got that 4x return, then you've got that 5x return, then you've got that 6x return, and so on. So to answer this question, I think the best way to answer it is, how would I do it if I had very limited funds? I would say the best way to do this is actually go and get some funds. I know that's probably not the answer that you're looking for, but it's the best way to have a successful campaign. If you're looking to raise over 10,000, then go out and find some money. Either go get loans or go and do a full-time job. The way I would approach this is, one, I'd get a job to get some income coming in so I can reinvest this into the product. If I truly believe in the product idea I have and I've done the validation testing, then I know it's not going to be a risk, because I truly believe this idea and I know that people are going to buy this product. So what am I scared of? I can put money into this and I'm going to be confident that I'm going to get a good return from this. So what I do is I'd get a job. It can be full-time, part-time. If you're earning, maybe $2,000 a month, this is more than enough to either hire an agency or hire some freelancers that are going to help you get results. So you can maybe use websites like Upwork or freelancer.com, and here you can find good freelancers to help you put your project together. I would spend majority of that money on ads, driving traffic to a landing page which you've hopefully created to collect some leads. So this is one of the things that you'd be doing. Build a landing page, drive traffic to that landing page of people interested in your product. And if you're putting in $2,000 a month and you've got no shortage of time, by the end of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, you're going to have a hell of a lot of people interested in your campaign. You're going to have a huge email list. And then when the time comes down to it, that's when you can launch it. People have launched successful crowdfunding campaigns as a side business. You don't need to go full time in this. If you're strapped with cash, do it properly. If you truly believe in your idea, do it properly. The idea is not going to run away. A lot of people say, oh, this idea is going to be copied. There's already people out there doing it, or I've seen someone that's doing something similar, and my time's going to go. That's not the case. If you don't create enough noise on the day of the launch, then that's how you ruin your opportunity. Your opportunity is not going to be ruined if you launch and raise millions. The opportunity is not going to be ruined like that. Your opportunity is going to be ruined if you launch and you raise zero. Then you're going to be thinking, oh, my idea is not good enough. You're going to be hating the world. You're going to go on a downward spiral. But if you prepare it and you do it properly, you've got a better chance of succeeding. So the bootstrapping way of doing this is actually going out and getting some funds together, investing in the right resources. While you're working away and you've hired a freelancer to maybe do ads, you can engage in forums. This is another good strategy. So if you've got a dog product, you can find forums dedicated to dogs. You can find Facebook groups dedicated to dogs. You can join Reddit, subreddits around dogs and interact with all of these. And don't just spam your product in there. Engage in a real conversation with people. Say, hey, I've created this product, or get involved, answer people's questions. Quora is a really good place as well. A lot of people are asking questions every day, and here is a great place to provide input and also add a link back to your website. So for example, in Quora, you can have a signature, and in that signature, that can link back to your landing page. As you create a well-answered answer around your subject matter, people are going to naturally be curious and see, oh, who's this person, that's providing all this value of content. All of these groups and all of these places that you're interacting in is going to become a really valuable source once you launch. If you're creating value for 3 to 6 months to even a year to 2 years, people are going to get to know you in these groups. People are going to see your name popping up regularly, and they're going to see you as someone who's been in that group for ages, who provides value. And then when the time comes, you can tell them, hey guys, look, I've just launched my Kickstarter campaign, or I've just launched my Indiegogo campaign. Can you support me? And that's when they'll support you. The other thing you can do in this time while you're working is highlight potential journalists that will write about your project. This is a great way to get PR. Make a long list of people who have written about similar products, find all of the journalists, and start interacting with them. And by interacting, I mean, like that post, retweet that post, comment on that post, especially on Twitter. This is a great place to actually interact with them. And when the time comes, when you launch your campaign, you can send them an email, go, hey, I've been following your work for so long. I love what you do. Here's a product I've launched. I know you write a lot about dogs, so can you please look at my press release and share it out? The journalist is going to be much more likely to write something about you because you've been engaging with them. So these are some of the really important things you can do. You can also go to events. There's so many real life events. There's probably going to be a lot of events around dog lovers in your city. Go to meetup groups and check out your local meetups. Start getting people involved. Ask them what they think of the products. Even in your spare time, you can go out into the streets and stop random people as they walk by and go, hey, what do you think of this product? Do you think it's good? What would you like to improve? And get the actual feedback. And if they're interested at the end of the conversation, go, can I grab your email? Maybe once we launch, I'll send you an email. So if you're really motivated by what you've created, there is a way to bootstrap it or do it on the cheap. It just depends about the time that you have. If you've got all the time in the world, then yes, you can do it like this. If you don't have all the time in the world, then all you've got to do is chuck the money in onto it or just hope for the best. And it's never good relying on luck. So I hope you've learned a lot from the value bombs I've given you today. At the end of the day, if this is something that motivates you, if this is your dream to have a successful business, don't skimp on it. Do it properly, and trust me, you will reap the benefits of it. Until next time, thank you for listening and taking the time to look at my YouTube video. I know there's hundreds out there, but thank you for listening. And if you've liked it, leave a comment. If you want any questions answered, leave a comment. And hopefully we can connect in the future soon. Thank you.